My early life, my name is Jose Ramirez. I was born in San Salvador, the capital of the Central America country of El Salvador. Living in El Salvador was a very wonderful experience, but I also had hard times as a kid. When I was growing up on the streets of San Salvador, I was always very happy, even though my father frequently doled out abusive, painful punishment. I had 4 wonderful brothers, named Carlos, Paco, Juan, and Angel, who happens to be the smallest of all. Unfortunately, our father was a very cruel disciplinarian. When it came to disciplining a child, the only option he knew was causing pain, and I mean severe pain, in order to get his point across. He had many rocks, negative thoughts. I will explain the concept of rocks shortly, to deal with, but today I can honestly say that I love him more than ever, and God bless his soul for being my dad. He just did not know that when it comes to raising kids, there are better methods than causing physical harm. I had to live 16 years of my life, under his rule and his cruelty. I had to put up with my rocky, negative, father all that time, and I wonder sometimes what I would have turned out to be or what type of future I would have had if he'd been as great as other fathers. In the end, though, it doesn't really matter, because things turned out for the best thanks to the diamonds, positive thoughts, I implanted in my mind when I was still little. My diamonds really worked and saved me from future psychological catastrophe. I also should mention that our economic life was not as great as what many of you in the USA experienced. We were in survival mode all the time until my wonderful mother moved to the USA and started to work. Thank God nothing ever happened to my father and mother, otherwise economically speaking life would have been even harder when it came to monetary matters, but despite my negative experiences, I survived. School days. My school grades were not very promising, because my family did not provide me motivation to study. Today I cannot understand how so many teachers passed me to the next grade, considering that I never did homework, and I only partially read my first grade reader. Given these facts, it's hard to understand how I made it to the 6th grade with no effort at all. My 2nd grade teacher flunked me 2 years in a row. From the vantage point of maturity, I now understand that she was my best teacher of all because she knew deep in her heart that I needed the help, and she would not be doing me any favors by passing me to the next grade. The other teachers just passed me, not caring how difficult my future was going to be if I didn't learn what I needed to. When I got to 7th grade, things got very tough because the subjects I had to take were so hard. I did try to do my best, but my best wasn't nearly good enough. Eventually I realized I couldn't make it, at which point my dreams about school collapsed. Can you imagine what my father's reaction was? My father said that I was the family's donkey, which in our culture means the ignorant one of the family. He also said that books were not meant for me at all, and that I was not born to be smart. One day he decided to send me to tailoring school because, as far as he was concerned, I was the one of his kids who had no future. So off I went.